All right, it says I'm live. So, hello, happy beginning of Camp NaNoWriMo, July 2020. And as per usual for 2020 and the way that things are not necessarily going the way we expect a normal year to go, my family is having some trees removed from our property, so there will be some noise in the background as the heavy machinery backs up and they cut off the excess limbs and then down a tree. So there will be some noise that happens. And so, yeah. So I'm aware that there are several other streams that are going on today. And so there are multiple live streams that you can hop between at the moment. And then there are also several scheduled for later today. So feel free to be here when you can. And so, yeah. So keep faith, baby. I'm looking over here because I moved rooms to be sort of away from the end of the house where they were cutting trees. So this is a significantly reduced amount of noise from with the normal spot. But that means new background. And it also means new setup. So I have my extra monitor over to the right, which is where I'm going to be looking to see your comments. So Keep Faith Baby is here just in time and says happy Camp Nano for everybody. Life of Angelina, hello, welcome. And you just jumped in from Kate's live. Okay, yep, I was just watching Kate's as well. So, and it is a different background. We have our lovely, these were my grandparents, Heron and Egret from Florida. And it was a local Florida artist who did them as well. And so they had them made as giant prints. So that is an inheritance from our grandparents. And Charlie is here. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the new temporary backdrop. And I'm also sitting in one of my mom's comfy little swivel chairs. Yay. But it slightly squeaks too. So we'll see. Pauline, hello, welcome. It is good to have several people here. I wasn't sure if I would just be talking to the void today because Kate and all the big YouTubers, big author tubers were doing the 6-hour marathon, and Lisa Daly was doing one with like Story Detective and whatnot. And so there's a whole bunch of different big author tube collabs sessions going on. I'd be like, if I hadn't scheduled my live, I'd be attending those too. So feel free to pop in and out as you like. And we are going to be getting some work done today. So I have my two main projects that I'm working on. I have my romance novella and I have my YA fantasy sequel that I want to finish outlining. So I've got the novella to draft, which is mostly outlined except for like a couple details. So I want to start with the novella because that was the project that I wanted to get completely drafted. So again, since my aim for each of the projects is about 20,000 words, I only have to get 650 words every day to reach the goal. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of work in the novella just to kind of get myself started. And so we will start a 15-minute sprint as our per usual. To get our brains into the story. This morning I had my regular cup of coffee, but then I finished off the lemonade that I made yesterday for the guys when they came, which had a crap ton of sugar because that's the only way you make real lemonade. And so my brain was bouncing all over the place. And so I'm not quite sure how my attention span is going to be today, which is why I'm very glad that I decided to have those two projects. That way I can kind of bounce between them because my brain did not want to focus earlier today. And I'm hoping that I'm over that point. But yeah. Keep faith, baby. Feels the pain. You spoke to the void last night. Oh, did you have a stream last night? I missed it. I'm sorry. If you know what your schedule is or have like a regular schedule planned for Camp Nano, do drop it in the chat. That way we can write it down and attend everybody's live streams when we can. So we are the Twin Tails. Happy first day of camp to you as well. Yay. Vanya likes it here. It's relaxed. Yeah. Yeah. When I popped over to Kate's channel, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of comments. But it was also kind of fun. But yes, I'm relaxed. I'm in Mom's swivel chair, which is nice and comfy. So I'm hoping that will kind of negate all the sugar that I drink in the lemonade. So we'll see. Micah, is it Micah or Mika? We discussed this already. I think it's Mika. Divided by Sight. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. A bookish obsession just got here. Me too. We just started, so Divided by Sight is getting coffee, trying to get motivated. Yes, I did that earlier this morning when I was trying to wake up. So I'm hoping that coffee works for you and for all of us, because we could all use that extra bit of motivation. All right, Keep Faith Baby says you still haven't figured out a regular schedule, but you also got to sleep. Okay, so there you go. There you go. Let's see. Charlie, you're reworking the beginning of your book because you've changed everything about it in your outline. Yeah, that when you have that deciding factor, that epiphany that just goes, oh, this would make the story so much better, and then you have to go fix what leads up to that. So I had that epiphany moment of like, oh, this needs a lot of work, but I haven't had the epiphany of this is what's going to make it better in regards to the structure of the Mages Academy and how the years or the classes advance. So that's going to be a fun thing. I'm glad you at least figured out that moment that you now have a guide to rework the rest of it. So Keep Faith Baby says you wish you had snacks. Snacks. What kind of snacks are you thinking of? And I think we are a whole 7 minutes in and we start talking about food. So let's see. We have cookies. And cookies. Ooh, I got some cherries yesterday. Cherries were on sale at Aldi. So if you have an Aldi near you, some cherries are on sale likely. Let's see. Author Abigail Ford is here. Hello. And Abigail will be joining me on Sunday. I just posted the reminder for it. So we are going to be co-hosting for the first time. I've not tried co-hosting yet, and so Abigail has agreed to be the guinea pig with me. So yay for Sunday. And her link and my schedule is in the description. So don't forget to go check that out. The official MRP. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Keep Faith Baby, you're also finally working on your nano project. Yay! You got to rewrite, or you need to write a scene where a 12-year-old tries her first cigarette and it will lead her to becoming a sort of, ooh, yeah, showing that addiction starting real young is important to show that it really can grab you. Yeah. A bookish obsession, depending on if anybody else is live streaming at 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, you might try to go live then. Ooh, okay. Thursday, 7 p.m. Let's see. What do we have? I think Kevlandia and Laura do their Thirsty Thursdays, but that starts at 8. And then Cachets is later. It's at 10. So I have not noticed anybody is at 7, that like 6 to 7 or 5 to 7 time. Well, let's see, that you said Central Standard Time, which is, sorry, I was thinking Eastern Time. That might be the same time as Kevlandia and Laura. You'd have to double check, but I would say check their channel first to see if that's the same time they're going live. but you could always do it anyway. Hello, did you miss anything? We are saying good morning, good afternoon, hellos. We have not gotten to our first sprint yet, but I promise we will get there soon. Actually, we should probably go ahead and do it because we're now 10 minutes in. So let me sort of run through these real quick. Vanya is starting 0 drafting, trying to get to 50K. Woohoo! Haunted house project. Yes, please. Charlie thought it was a horror novel, but it's now a supernatural mystery. That is a big difference. Yes. Working on a bunch of short stories for Bookish Obsession. Keep Faith Baby is going to get some cucumbers and hummus. Yum, yum. Yes, please. Abigail's looking forward to be getting pig this weekend. Yay! And Angelina is having chocolate bar with M&Ms, and that's your breakfast. Hey, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. All right, so first writing sprint. I'm going to share the screen with the timer, which I have set up to be our 15 minutes. So our first sprint, 15 minutes for Camp Nano, starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okie dokie. That was the end of the first sprint. How did we do? I feel like I did pretty darn well. I got 395 words. So I have a little sticky pad, which I'm going to be recording which projects I was working on and word counts and all that. So yay. So that was a 15-minute sprint, and I got 395. How did everybody else do? Oh, and don't forget to save your document if you are working in something other than Google. So if you're working in Scrivener or Word or one of the other programs, please do save your work. Alrighty. So Keep Faith Baby says, your parents are forcing you to eat dinner with them. Oh no, horror upon horrors, social time and food. So I hope dinner is delicious and you have a fun conversation with your parents. A bookish obsession, got your character names. Woohoo! Big step for you and for a lot of people because character names are elusive sometimes. So we have Prince Nikolai and Anastasia. Very nice. Sounds a bit Russian. Are you doing some sort of fairy tale retelling or is it set in Russia? Elise, hello. Welcome. You are here to do some editing. I will be doing that last because I am procrastinating on my editing. Instead, I'm going to be drafting, which is what I was working on the first sprint. So yay. It's perfectly fine. There's a lot of streams that you can bounce between today. So no worries about being late. Just come when you can. And that was only the first sprint, so you are good. Hello. Welcome, Eva. I saw that your puppy passed away. I'm so sorry. And I saw that you had a spot in the backyard where you would be planting a bush or a tree in memory. And I think that's such a nice idea. So happy Nano to everybody. Yes. And Pauline says hi as well. Oh no, the chat jumped. There we go. So Life of Angelina got 414 words. Woohoo! You have missed drafting. Me too. No matter how hard it is. Yes, it is fun to just have the creativity and make things up as you write. Yes, I much prefer the drafting stage to the editing stage thus far. So, Vanya got 362 words. Very nice. Very nice. And Elise only edited a few sentences, but you arrived almost at the end of the sprint, so it's okay. That is fine, and you now have a few more better sentences. Sylvia, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you again. I attended Sylvia's morning stream, her morning productivity stream. So if you are looking for a live and no one else is live, although I think that might be impossible today, you could always go watch Sylvia's replay. And Charlie, my word count balances out at 0, which is crazy because you moved stuff around, cut stuff, and then rewrote other parts. So you guess you just found the equilibrium. Apparently so. Apparently your project just wants to be, at the moment, that many words, which is fine. Allie, hello. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Happy Camp Nano. Abigail is still working on your outline, which you probably should have finished before camp, but that's okay too. I had a few points in the novellas outline that I haven't clarified yet, but I figure that those points will magically appear in my brain as I finish discovery writing the other parts. And I've got 1 or 2 points in my Project Gray 2 outline that I have not solidified yet. But I did manage to figure out some very good like turning points for Project Gray 2 as to how I want the series to advance. So I was happy with that. I got some of those points yesterday. Day before. The official MRP got 177 words. Very nice. Good job. And Allie's going to be doing some freelance work, but you need the accountability. All right, we'll just make this your freelancing productivity stream then. That's what we can do. Mika got nothing. You haven't looked at your outline in about a year. It all looks foreign to you. Oh no, is this an outline that you started last summer? Or something that you started outlining, intending to maybe do for the official Nano? Sometimes that happens though when you come back to a story and you haven't been there for a while. It's like the details are gone. I found bits of a story that I had started writing like maybe 12 years ago. Maybe it might have been that long. And I remembered sort of like the gist and the feeling of it, but I was like, wait, is that where I decided to take it? Like, really? That was the plot I was going for? So it didn't feel right at all. And I was like, oh, wait, maybe I do think I remember I was contemplating this way, but I thought I had a different way that I went with it. So I don't know. And we have a summer fly. Lovely. Sylvia is working on productivity sprints as well, doing notes and research for your novel. Yay. Well, hopefully you will have... I'm going to go find that fly swatter if you don't behave. I don't even know if y'all can see that fly, but okay, so Eva, you nutso. Yes, Eva, we are sorry about your puppy. So Allie says you prefer editing and revisions to drafting any day. You like making it look pretty. Yeah, that's the English teacher in you, which is what I should be, but I prefer the more creative aspect of it, I guess. I don't know. That fly. He's going to bother me. So Eva says editing is easier for you. Elise likes the drafting because of the rush, but editing and polishing are also super, super nice. Yes. Bookish obsession, what you're writing is a bit hard to explain. Can't wait till you figure out what you're going to write for your book blurb. Then that way we can all know what it is. The more you work on it, the more accustomed you are to going to being with your writing. It gets easier, at least it does for me. Yeah, and the more you start trying to explain to other people like it's about XYZ, then you start realizing that yes, you can't like explain to them in an entire chapter what your book is about. You need to like shorten it and condense it. And so that becomes the beginning of our book blurbs, I think, is us trying to explain it to our non-writer friends or even our writer friends, just explaining what our book is about. So it was not a NaNoWriMo, not a NaNoWriMo novel, but it may be in the future. Who knows? All right, let's do another sprint. How long do we want to sprint for this time? I am perfectly okay with a bit of a longer sprint. So if you guys are wanting to do like a 25 or a 30, but if your brains are still needing sort of like on the shorter end of things, we are fine with, I say the royal we, good with like 20 or 15. Whatever we need. So let me know how long you want to sprint and I will get my timer reset to where I can actually change the time. It feels really weird like looking over like that far to see my dual monitor because I normally have it just kind of like behind the camera. But it is an interesting setup for today, that is for sure. So alrighty. Let's see. Bookish Obsession says you're going to try, see how well it goes. Yep. Charlie says 25 or 30 sounds great to you. Bookish Obsession with your Prince Nikolai and Anastasia. writing a story about a prince and a girl who are enemies but can't hurt each other because they're soulmates. Interesting. Interesting. A bookish obsession 25 is good for you as well. Okay, so we have decided 25 it is. So let me share the screen. Share. And in this sprint, I'm going to mute myself, and then I'm going to go find that fly swatter because this guy needs to die. The fly needs to die. Alrighty. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that is the end of the second writing sprint. So I am now at 970 words for the sprint, which is well over my 650 goal for today if I want to make the 20,000 mark by the end of the month. So I'm doing pretty good. What did I have last time? 395. Okay, so 9, 20, 20. So I wrote 575 that time. Very nice. And I have realized I've done my outline to sort of rearrange the scenes into the acts. So I'm trying the 3-act beat, I guess, or 3-act structure during the novella, because I wanted to sort of like really make sure that I could contain myself, because I know that I am an overwriter. So I'm trying to keep myself pretty concise. And so I've got it to be where I have essentially broken everything down to where I have like 20 scene markers through the 3 acts. And so they would essentially need to be like right at 1,000 or just under 1,000 for each scene in order to make the novella the proper length. So I am almost done with this first scene in the novella, and I'm currently at 970. But I'm almost done with the scene, so I should have like maybe a few more lines of dialogue, and that will wind up the first scene. The only problem is I have not added in the physical descriptions of the characters, but there is a lot of dialogue going on, so I might be able to, when I'm editing, clean up the dialogue to be a bit more concise, and include the physical descriptions of the characters, because I know that I'm going to need that in this particular novella because it is a romance, and typically with the romance you have a lot of the physical attraction, the lust, the love. So I know I need that. Don't forget to save. Save. Alrighty, so now I need to scroll back up to where we were. Let's see. Abigail was talking with Bookish Obsession about world building and how that can be fun, and how we're excited for a Bookish Obsession's lovely story idea about how her 2 main characters are fighting each other. They're enemies, but they can't actually hurt each other because they are soulmates. So we are looking forward to that story. And let's see, Life of Angelina got some breakfast? ? I thought you were having chocolate for breakfast. So is this your lunch? I would think so. Noodles and egg, and then we'll continue to write later. Yes, definitely get some food fuel for writing. Yes. So Abigail was saying, that sounds yummy. All this talk of food. There's only one solution. I too shall go find the food, says a Bookish Obsession. So eggs and noodles, simple and yummy. Yes, definitely. Join in the quest for food, says Abigail. Yes, that when everybody starts talking about food, then you realize, oh wait, yeah, I guess I am hungry. So Bookish Obsession acquired sustenance. Yay! Keep Faith Baby got 130 words, joined in late, but you finished the second chapter of part 2. Yay! Good job. Excellent. Eva writes, you've decided wording isn't going to work properly yet today, but you may pop back in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, thank you, and happy Nano. yeah, you need to take care of your mental health and make sure that you and your family are taking care of yourselves properly when you're grieving for the puppy. So, Life Evangelina said it was actually too hot, so you got 227 words. Your noodles and eggs were too hot, so you had to wait for it to cool down, I guess. Let's see. Totally understandable. Take all the breaks you need. Yes, absolutely. Let's say a bookish obsession. If you met someone who was a royal and you could ask them anything, what would you want to know? I think I would want to know what kind of normal things they would like to do but can't. So, like, I'm pretty sure they can't really ever go to a coffee shop, even pre-pandemic, because they would have to take their guards along with them, and like, people recognize them, especially if it's kind of like the English royal family, and probably most royal families, if their faces are well known, they probably can't go anywhere normally, like, and just be like a normal, they couldn't go to Target. They couldn't, like, so that's like a little, like, what do they wish that they could do that's normal that most people like would take for granted, I guess. Let's see. Pauline got 200 words. Bookish Obsession made a list of societal questions you need to answer. Yes. That's one thing I need to do is sort of on the societal questions is I need to write out the rankings for the nobles that I'm going to be using for this, for my project, right? Because, and also like some military ranks, because the order of military ranks is different in some countries. Like in some countries, like the captain would be above a lieutenant, or the lieutenant, so, or like reverse. And so like I need to figure out what exactly the order of rankings for military and nobles are going to be, and whether or not you have some of the minor noble rankings, whether or not those are going to exist. So I've got to figure out those. So let me write that down. So thank you for the reminder by asking about royalty and then asking about societal questions. So I need noble ranks and military ranks. Yay for figuring out things. Figuring out what you need to figure out is also important. Let's see. Charlie finished a scene. Yay! And netted 177 words. Even better. And we are the Twin Tails is here. Hello. We got 227. Yay! Good job. A bookish obsession. What does their daily routine consist of? I think it would be fascinating to know what the royal daily routine would be. Yes, it probably would be very fascinating. And I don't know about y'all, but I've recently gotten sort of hooked on the like web comics and manga and manhwa that are sort of like reincarnation and transmigration, and a lot of them have sort of like very, very similar plots, where like you're reborn as the daughter of the emperor, and or like you're reborn as the daughter of a duke, and you have to figure out how to survive because you're like the villain character in a novel that you read, or so things like that. And so they have this more aristocratic life sometimes, and so they're having to learn to be like the duke's daughter or the emperor's daughter or son or whatever. And so I've gotten sort of like stuck on those, and some of them do the like learning of the routine more extensively than others, but they're kind of fascinating, plus they're very pretty. So Elise edited 10 pages. Yay! Allie found a good font to use for the title of a brochure. Excellent. Elise, sorry, I didn't mean to like go super fast, but I was trying to figure out how many comments we had left, and there's a good bit. So Elise got 10 pages. Yay. Ali found a good font to use for the title of brochure. Now you're setting up the rest of the template. Excellent. Vanya got 728 words. The heroine is exploring the house and drinking tea. Now, is it hot tea or sweet iced tea? I'm happy with that for today since you have work tomorrow. Yeah, when people say they drink tea here in the South, you have to like, is it hot or is it like sweet tea? Because that's a difference for us. Life of Angelina wants to know what the brochure is for. Vanya Dalisa is this the haunted house one? Yes, I believe it is. Excellent. A gothic mystery, sort of. Very gothic. Excellent. I love a good gothic. Keep Faith Baby has 38 more chapters to write, and some of them still haven't been outlined. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes. Maybe just be a bit more discovery writer this time. And the fly is back. Let's see. Writing one chapter a day won't be enough, unfortunately. No, but if you do a one chapter a day, then you have a lot more progress. So, don't freak out too much. Just write what you can. Also loves a good gothic and wants to know if you have read the Agony House. I have not read that. Need to write at least 2 chapters per day if you want to get it finished by the end of camp. Maybe. Vanya says you and me both didn't finish your outline, but you're hoping it's possible to finish at least 1 chapter at a time before writing. You can do it. Yes, you can. But make sure that you take care of yourselves as well. See, Mika got 42 words, but they were good ones. Yay! Found a new direction for a scene. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. The official MRP is super distracted, going back through and highlighting dialogue in different colors for different characters. Oh, that's an interesting way to do your edits to make sure you're figuring out like dialogue tags and where to put extra descriptors and things. Yes, I like that idea. You feel like you're writing he said, she said too much. Yeah, sometimes that happens. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to put like a few more descriptors in there, especially if it's dialogue between more than 2 characters. Sylvia got 345. Hey, very nice. Life of Angelina has not read The Agony House. Look it up. And if you like reading the same genre, you're writing to set the mood. That's a good idea. A royal at Target. that would be. This fly is going to get. I hate flies. They're so annoying. It's YA, but it deals with haunted house mystery. Not that scary, but it is interesting. Very nice. And again, you feel like you've not distinguished who's talking enough. At least you know you need to work on dialogue. Yes. Sometimes if you don't know where to start, that is a good place to start. If anyone other than you is doing world building summer camp for Nano, the first 10 prompts went live. What is this? World building summer camp. I need to look this up. I'm writing it down because I will forget. World building summer camp. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to look that up. Where'd it go? Societal questions you're working on is the same issue with the royals and military ranks. Yes. Let's see. Vanya's haunted house is adult, but you will read anything to get the mood right. Yes. Your stepmother is a real estate agent, says Allie, so you need some brochures for her done for the listings. Okay, that's your freelance. Gotcha. Life of Angelina really wants to read Vanya's book now, but the Agony House could be worth checking out as well. Might give you some inspo. Real estate is very interesting. Yes, I agree with that. But Allie is glad that's all you do in the process. It's very complex. Yes. Okay, Vina says definitely hot tea. She is on the wind-swept Irish cliffs. Ooh, I'm liking this even more. That is the best part, is looking at listings. Yes, absolutely. Alrighty, we are now all caught up with the comments, so let's do another sprint. This will be the third writing sprint. And how about, it is 2:17, how about a 25? I like a 25 one, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that into the timer. Reset it. Share the screen. All right, 25, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the third writing sprint. How did we do? I finished the first draft of the first scene for the novella, and I am partway through the second scene. So I finished the first scene with 1,087 words, and I am 483 words into the second scene, which means I am currently sitting at 1634 for 1634. Yeah, I think I had like maybe 70 words before the stream, but so I'm doing pretty good. So let's see, do the mathy math. 1083 minus 970. It's 113. Okay, so I did 483 plus 113, 69, so 596 for that sprint, which is awesome. Feels really good. Feels nice. And let's see where we are at in the chat. Yay. Let's see. Vanya had to head out. We're glad that you came. If you watch the end of this on a replay. A bookish obsession. We were talking about the military ranks and the ranks of nobles, but you do know that you could ask someone you know who served in the military, but you're not currently on speaking terms, which is sometimes that happens, but I'm glad the internet exists for that. But Dawdling, a bookish obsession followed up with you also have family members who you could ask, which is great. That is fantastic. I still have not managed to catch this fly, and it bothers me so much. And it only does it when I'm live, like when I'm unmuted. It's not flying around when I'm actually typing. So yay! I don't. This fly. So Keep Faith Baby was saying that you're getting tired. So I am glad that you popped in to work with us, and we will see you later. Because Obsession made a mistake of putting on Dan and Phil playing Sims 4, so you're not being productive. You're not mad about it, though. Sometimes entertainment is good. So you were productive for at least one time, so that's good. Abigail got your outline done. Woohoo! And some AuthorTube stuff. Excellent. Yay. Life of Angelina got 716 words. Great. That is fantastic. Elise edited 7 pages. You are on a roll. Yes, you are. That is excellent. Excellent, excellent. I will need to channel you once I get to my editing day. Because I'm thinking I might do because I'm doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I might do the first, I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So what I might do is have one day where I focus on Project Heartbeat, which is the novella, the romance novella, and then one day where I focus on Project Gray 2, which is fantasy, and then one day where I focus on editing book 1. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do that for the weekday streams, and then Sunday will just kind of be a free-for-all wherever I feel like. So that's kind of in the back of my brain what I'm thinking of, but we shall see. Pauline got 156 words and some new ideas written by hand. Yes, sirree, that is awesome. I like writing new ideas down by hand because they are just at least the idea as it comes to me, because it sort of seems to solidify a bit more. So yeah. The official MRP got a bunch of packages. One was Save the Cat. Hey, hey. Excellent. But you did manage to get a lot of editing done. Excellent. And you're almost ready to write again. Great. Charlie, more editing. You netted 150 more words than before. You love this book and that the fact that the setting is coming alive for you. That's great. That is awesome. Sylvia took a break to fold laundry. Look at you being productive. That is awesome. That is fantastic. All right, it is essentially 2:50 my time, so we have about 10 minutes left. So who is, I know that I am also trying to read Save the Cat, so maybe Sunday, if I, instead of like a free-for-all, maybe I'll make Sunday like a reading book day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm only like 25 pages in because I haven't been reading it. But actually, no, I did get to page 37. I take that back. I advanced a little bit in the book. So I know that Kate Kavanaugh is still doing her extravaganza, the 6-hour writing stream. And I think Dalcy is streaming. I think she might have started streaming at 2 Eastern. So I think she is streaming for at least another hour. Who else is streaming today? So if you know of somebody and what time they start streaming, pop it in the chat for us. Because, let's see. I wrote down the ones that I could find easily. Let's see. And tonight, I think Mandi Lynn is going live at 7 Eastern time. I think I have that right. But I know there's several others. So let's see. Okay, Abigail is ahead of me on Save the Cat. She's on page 79. Sylvia is, yes, a writing stream where I read instead. It's a productivity stream, right? Right? Life of Angelina, you think you're going to do your outro for your vlog and you will stop writing for the day. Hey, vlog. Hello. I should probably do more vlogs, but I'm not that comfortable with editing yet, so it will happen eventually. But so you got 2,224 words for the day. Hey, that is great. That is super impressive. I am very impressed with that. So yes, so Elise also says, hello vlog. So hello from the Dawdling Writer to Life of Angelina's vlog. And I probably also should figure out how to do an actual outro instead of just saying I'm going to leave and then going back to the chat again and again, because that seems to be my habit for my live streams is that I kind of wind up going over the hour mark and just staying in the chat because that's just how I do. So, but I do know that so let's see, tomorrow, if Allie is still in the chat, Allie, are you doing a stream tomorrow morning or not? So Allie might have one tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning at her usual time. And then Marissa Mohi has her usual Thursday stream. Tamara, so Marissa starts at 11 in the morning. So Allie at 8:30, Marissa at 11, Tamara at 2. Kevlandia starts at 8, and Cache starts at 8 p.m. and Cache starts at 10 p.m. tomorrow. So that's the normal thing. We'll see if the camp schedule is different. But yeah, so I can officially say that I have done my my project day goals, so I can check that part off. So yay. And I actually I hit tomorrow's goal as well. So if I work tomorrow in Project Gray, then I will still be fine. So yay. That's also awesome. Alrighty. So those are the streams I know of that are going on this afternoon. So don't forget to save your document, stay hydrated, and have some fun. And I know it's about 5 minutes early, but I think I will go ahead and call it the end right now and go see if I can hunt down that fly because I want it to die. Because I don't know, it was bothering me. So I'm going to go find it. Which I threatened to do earlier as well, but never did. So, alrighty. Well, you're welcome for the stream. And have the fun. Yes, I like that, Charlie. Have the fun. We should all have the fun. All right. And with that, thank you for coming to my stream. Don't forget to check out my schedule and the link to Abigail's channel, which she will be joining me on Sunday this week, as well as a couple other times this month. And don't forget to pop into some of the other authortubers and give them some love on this first day of Camp Nano. So thank you again, and I will see y'all later. Bye.